Welcome back, Milli Roaders. Today I'm going to be reviewing this 2019 Mercedes-Benz C300 with the Midnight AMG package. Tell this car has everything that you could possibly want in a C300. Has a beautiful front grille, the nice wheels that come with the AMG package, and this one also has the Midnight package. One of the things that you can see that it gets blacked out is a trim here along the door. So that will generally be in a different color, chrome, but this is how it looks. The engine is a 2.0 liter 4-cylinder turbo that pushes out 255 horsepower and 273 pound-feet of torque. Miles per gallon is 23 in the city and 34 on the highway, but I'm sure if you have a heavy foot, the mileage is definitely gonna go down. And that is, of course, according to the owner, which let me review his beautiful car today. Alright guys, so now that we're in the interior of the Mercedes-Benz C300 with the AMG package, these are the AMG Sport seats and they're really comfortable. I'm having no issues whatsoever sitting in these seats. They feel really comfortable, they kind of hug your body. So that way, if you decide to take a little spirited drive, I'll hug you in. But my favorite part has to be the color. I think black and red interior matches beautifully, and this car definitely makes it pop even more. The other thing that I really do like about this car, and I think it's pretty much with all the Mercedes, is the controls for the seats. So you can tell the controls for the seats are here, so you can put your headrest up, the back you can put it back, the bottom forward, and you could lift up where your butt will actually be. You could lift it up and so forth. In my opinion, every car that has come out now, 2019 and up, I feel like it should have at least Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. I feel all of them should have it, because if you don't have it, then in my opinion, that's just a major setback in technology with the brand. So this car does have, as you can tell, Apple CarPlay. And this screen is just huge. I mean, I absolutely love it. There's so many, you can see so many buttons here, or so many apps that show up on the screen, compared to, for example, my Camaro that only show, like maybe 8 instead of 10, which is not a bad thing either, but I love that the screen is huge. And of course, here's where you connect it, and you have wireless charging as well in the center. So, Mercedes, just sitting inside of here, I love every single little feature about this. The knobs on this don't feel plasticky at all. They actually feel very high quality, of course, Mercedes. And it just looks nice. Even the interior, the inside of this air vent is gloss black, which is beautiful. So everything about this car is just very precise, very luxury, and I love every single little piece of this interior. Now moving on to where the steering wheel is, there's these little knobs here that they're actually touch. You could press down on it to select something on the screen, but as you can see, I'm just passing my finger through it and it's selecting the different settings or the different apps there on the Apple CarPlay. And on this side you have the same thing, but it just changes the center to see how many miles per hour, just see how much gas mileage, and so forth. I absolutely love the steering wheel. It's very thick. It's very AMG inspired, obviously, and it's perfect 9-3, which is great. It feels great in the hands. But apart from that, guys, this interior is just beautiful. Plenty of room here. I mean, the owner of the car, Steven, he is 6 feet or 5'11", and obviously I'm a little shorter. I'm 5'9", whatever. No big deal, no big deal. But my seat was you know, pretty far back, and I have plenty of space in the back for whoever decides to sit there. Plenty of space. I'm gonna go out through the back now so you guys can see the front from the back.
What?
But yeah, I think this car is very comfortable. It's very nice. Comes with a sunroof, which I think is an option. I'm not sure. I'm gonna post more of it on my blog. But this car is just beautiful in the inside. So I'm gonna go to the back seat and continue talking from there. All right, guys. So now that I'm in the back of the C300, I left the seat exactly how it was when I was in the front seat, and as you can tell, I have plenty of leg room back here. The owner, Steven, when he sits in the driver's seat, I sat back here before he put the seat up. It did leave me a little bit of space, not as much space as I have now, but it did give me a good amount of space for anybody to sit back here. I think this is a better example. I think he had this seat as far back as how he drives it, and if I were to sit on this side, you could probably see that my knees may touch, maybe not, but it won't be as comfortable, but not a big deal. Right now, since it will be me who will be driving, 5'9", I have plenty of space. And again, back here, the seats, red, beautiful red, and all throughout the doors, just red with the silver or brushed aluminum all throughout the entire car. All right, guys, so now we're back into the outside of the car, and I wanted to show how much space we have in the trunk. So Steven was telling me that you get close enough with the key to the back of the trunk, and you pretty much move your foot from right to left, or from left to right. It should pop the trunk wide open, and you can put your groceries down without having to, you know, take your key out of your pocket or get close, or, you know, let go of your hands or whatever. So this is very interesting. I've never seen a car that brings this. I think it's really cool that it brings that little compartment there, so that way all your stuff is not flying around when you turn, or I don't know, bring your groceries or whatever. Says right here that it can hold 20 pounds, and I think that's perfectly fine. That's more than enough. But as you can tell, it's very spacious in there. Back there, I mean, once you take this out, you'll be able to see a lot more in there. Definitely golf bag will fit. But yeah, I really like that it comes with that little drawer back there. I've never seen that, and it does make the car look neater. Not much of a mess back there. Yeah, the inside of the trunk looks very, very nice. Let's put this back, and just like that, you have more space to put more groceries back here if you need to, and so forth. All right, guys, so now I'm in the driver's seat again, and one thing the owner told me was to always drive this car in Sport Plus mode. Always. So if you go here, there's a little button that says dynamic, and when you click on it, it'll show on the screen Sport Plus, or if you want to change it to, I guess, Sport or Comfort. So depending on the mode, it depends on how the steering feels, how the acceleration feels, and of course the sport suspension that this car has will tighten it up even more. So let's just put it in drive. So if you go here, seatbelt first. So let's put it in drive. So Mercedes doesn't have anything here whatsoever to put it in gear. The gear shifter is on the right hand side of the steering wheel. So all you have to do is just press down and you're in drive, and we're ready to go. So right off the bat, I could already feel the steering wheel very tight, and the pedal, the accelerator is very, very responsive. So this is gonna go. All right. So yeah, the steering wheel is definitely tighter, and of course the suspension as well. So there's no body roll whatsoever when I took that little turn there. Car drives like a dream. And of course, there's more stops here because we're in residential areas. But apart from that, guys, this car drives like a dream. put whatever mode you want. I'm gonna put it in comfort now, and change it to comfort. There you go. So now it's in comfort, and bam, steering wheel. It's that much softer. Don't feel the road bumps as much, and the accelerator is not as responsive as it was a few seconds ago in Sport Plus mode. So now, it's gonna make a little roundabout here. So I really like how the steering wheel feels. It's very thick, gives you a lot of confidence behind the wheel. Definitely very comfortable steering wheel. And just the car drives amazing. I know I've said that a trillion times. I'll probably go on and on and on how the car drives, but it just drives great. I feel right at home in this car, and it really shows how great Mercedes is with their cars just by the way this car handles itself in all three different modes. So inside the cabin is very quiet. You don't hear anything on the outside whatsoever, which is perfect because the sound system in this car is great. But I'm not gonna put it on because I don't want copyright issued to me again. So definitely can't hear anything on the outside. Can hold a perfect conversation with whatever passengers you have. And I'm gonna step on a little bit, keep it below 30. All right, so for 255 horsepower, that felt a lot faster. Definitely did not feel like 255 horsepower at all. It felt more like 300. So I don't know if Mercedes is lying. I don't know if anybody has put this car on the dyno before, but it definitely got up to speed a lot faster than I thought. Maybe it has to do with the torque that has 273, but it definitely did impress me. It felt like I had the Audi S3 before, and it definitely felt like the acceleration was around the same. Somebody, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's just my personal opinion. And honestly, I'm really surprised. And that was not a Sport Sharp or a Sport Plus. That was on comfort mode. So that was very impressive. All right, guys. So that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, subscribe to my channel. Visit my website. I'm definitely gonna have a bit of a more in-depth review there because I don't want to bore you guys with so much talking in this video. But go to my website, see my review on the 2019 Mercedes-Benz C300. Let me know what you guys think. I think this is a perfect family sedan. It's perfect for the size, has great amount of power, and the cargo space is perfect for our golf clubs. So if you liked it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.